Hey, hi, hello again everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every single time. Folks, I'll tell you what, it is always tremendous to be back out here with all of you again. And today we are taking a continued look at Combat Complex. This is the game where, well, we play a little bit of a Marine, and we are going to go blasting the Xenomorphs in all the best ways, right? We have made it to Sector 2. We have picked up a number of juicy pieces of loot, and, well, we're going to check things out and see if we can get a little bit further. I think last time we opened up a new ability, the pull capability, so now we're going to be pulling enemies towards us. Somebody commented last time saying, Goat, there's no way that's going to be better than the push. I don't know. You know, I could see a world where you're absolutely right, but we might be surprised, right? Especially if these guys are going to be pulled forward and then made more susceptible to the blasts of the shotgun. But we'll have to see, right? We're going to have to just check it out. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to search around this weird space station thing and see what we can see out there. And we're going to have a good time doing it. And we're going to drink some coffee. Because of course we are, right? Okay. If this is your first time seeing this game, we've got a role. We have a secondary that we can pop off. It's kind of a rail gun of sorts. We've got the map in the top right there. And we're basically going to go through a number of sections. Oh boy. Oh boy. Something you don't want to do is slam directly into shields. You're not going to be too happy about that. We have this ultimate that we can fire off as well, where we bring out a couple of drone ships that do some shooting for us as well, and they're quite fun. That's about all you have to know. Now you're an expert, right? All right. We also have challenges that we're working through along the way. And I've pinned a couple of them in the top left there. Gravity Guru, of course, popping off when we use our pull ability. Let's try that again 3 times fast. Perfect. All right. Tell you what, everything's coming up goat. Okay? Take a sip of coffee here. Cheers to all of you, and happy Friday, or Fry-yay, if you prefer. You probably don't prefer it that way, do you? But cheers to you. Do me a favor out there, if you're having a good time, hit that like button. It'll help more people see this video and learn about the game, and those are all really good things. Got to support these devs. I want to tell you about this coffee that I'm drinking because I've got something pretty special today. I mentioned the other day that I put an order through for some coffee from a roaster called Sense, S-E-N-S, and they have a number of great options available. If you've hung out here for a while, you know that I really, really appreciate a good dark roast. Something really bold, and if they can somehow figure out how to get some flavor in with the boldness, you know, because I think it's harder with the dark roast. Usually with the flavored coffees of the world, you're going to have light roasts, you know? But I'm telling you, these guys managed to put something really special together. So I'm drinking their seasonal blend. It's a dark. And I'm going to tell you, the flavor notes in just a second, but what's really spectacular is that, you know, I think this is a situation where the flavor notes come through. When my daughter and I got up earlier today, she's quickly becoming an enthusiast as well. I've won at life. I don't know how I managed to, but my daughter is a coffee enthusiast, and it's wonderful for us. All right, so the flavor notes here: dark chocolate, molasses, red wine, dried berries, and it's got a thick and syrupy consistency. It's quite wonderful. You definitely get the berry notes. Very, very pleasing. And if you would like to pick up a bag of this for yourself, great news. I will include a link in the video description. I am also going to try out this new shopping feature that opened up, thanks to all of you. Once we hit 10,000 subscribers, they made this available. And, well, we'll pop that right up, and we'll see how that works. Now, if you do decide to buy a bag, the channel will earn a commission, and you'll be helping support what we're doing out here, too. So drinking some good coffee and supporting the channel. All right. That said, I'm gonna be taking another sip here in a moment. And you know, I went with the smaller bag and didn't even realize I was going with the smaller bag. I think I got 7 ounces, and it showed up, and I said, "Oh, well, that's a sad size." I also thought I was buying 2 bags. You know what? I was in a hurry. Look, if you're anything like me, maybe don't buy things online when you're in a hurry and barely paying attention. Because when I got the shipping notice, I thought, well, wait a second. I thought we were doing 2 bags. What happened here? Anyway, it's very good. It's very good. You might enjoy it. All right. Well, we're certainly moving faster due to one of the armors that we picked up. I'm gonna pop this off. Outstanding. I don't know, I kind of like the pull. Oh, jeezy crazy. Okay, well, my goodness. My goodness. Well, a good thing that was just a warm-up run for us, right? Get the phalanges going. Sometimes you need that, especially on a Friday, right? Waking up, going, it's a Friday, it's gonna be an easier day, right? And then you get started and you go, holy cow, I wasn't ready for this. Maybe that's what happened. Did that explain it away? Oh my goodness. All right. Shielded guys are tough. Alright, let's get rid of this too, so we don't have to worry. There we go. Alright, shield down. Awesome. Now, I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming that we keep the loot that we came across before dying. But again, I'm not 100% on that. let's back up just a little bit. Gonna play some games with a good buddy of mine tonight. We are actually going to be taking a look at worship. So I'm going to be playing that one on the channel. And I haven't spent too much time with it yet. I did demo it a little bit, but I want to get to know that game a little bit more. It's got such an interesting look to it. Always look forward to gaming with friends on Friday night, you know? This one in particular moved away. Used to live real close, where we get together in person. Can't do that now, but we've maintained the relationship. I've committed to Friday nights, you know? It's nice to have it as an option. All right. Well, we're making our way forward. Might be taking a little bit extra time, but the thing is, we're still alive. All right. Let's take a sip here. Cheers to all of you. You may or may not have seen a video or preview or some information out there about a video game that's called Shark Dentist. And this is being described as a combination of horror and roguelike. IGN even had something out there about this. Shark Dentist, I believe, is what it's called. If you Google Shark Dentist, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Just know that there is a chance that Shark Dentist will be appearing on this channel at some point in the future. It says it's a rogue. I don't know how it's a rogue, but it says it's either a rogue or it's got some rogue features, you know, and maybe that makes it close enough. I don't know. I'm willing to try for something like Shark Dentist. Do you know what I mean? Did I see some gameplay footage? Yes, I did. Does it look like a horror game? Yes, it does. It does, and I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the genre in general. Uh-oh. In fact, I'll tell you what. I remember when PT came out. Remember PT? PS4? I remember when that thing came out. And I had a tough time playing that. I really did. Here's a funny story. So that same buddy, this was, you know, before he moved, him and another one of our friends was over, and we had PT pulled up and running. And we were down in the basement, lights off. Of course, come on, you know, gotta do it right? And our buddy was holding the controller, and he went to pass it to the two of us, and we both said, absolutely not. Not taking that. I'm not taking that. Not interested in any of that. It was funny. But I think that game, you know what that game was trying to do? It was effective. It was effective at what it was trying to do, and I liked it for that reason. I had a tough time playing it, though. It honestly, it was visceral. That was a visceral experience. It really was. PT, what a time. All right. Okay, so we got some loot. So that's nice. Okay. Do we want to go through yet? I don't think so. Not just yet. Let's fully exhaust what we're doing out here first. Okay. I think the juice was worth the squeeze. Gotta get that reload in for us. Really like that railgun on the secondary. Okay, plus 10% large health orb drop chance. Whoa. 40% crit hit damage. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We are gonna do that, and I am gonna take a sip as we head towards the exit here. Cheers to all of you. I didn't realize that was gonna be the end of the mission there. That's interesting. All right. Well, let's take a look at what we pulled in here. So we got some new pants. 10.3 hit points. 14.2% energy damage resistance. I'm gonna get some life on kill. You know, I actually think I like the other ones slightly better. What do we have here? Okay, so this would put us back into gravity push. Cooldown of 12 seconds. Affected enemies are stunned. Interesting. Special weapon cooling. I don't hate that. 5.2 shield points. Alright, so that does sound better. We're going to pop that on for sure. Let's take a look at this. 2.54 hit points. This is a push again now. I like the damage versus shields. Okay. We're going to do that. So the push is back on. And I think we need to do another mission because thankfully I've still got coffee. No new skill points yet. Just want to check and make sure that no new challenges have opened. Kill or cause deaths of 300 enemies by using any gravity abilities. Okay, let's keep that one up there. Kill 100 enemies with a gravity pull shotgun combo. Okay. Well, so we're going to have to go back to the pull at some point. Maybe once we get a nice piece of equipment, right? Looks like we could do this. 1.5 times enemy projectile damage. That's not very nice. That's not very nice for us, but that's okay. That's all right. We're armored up. We're ready. And now we're warmed up, too. All right. I do feel like they outfit you really well in this game. All right, we're gonna pop it off. And if these guys want to use shields, we'll just switch out from the shotgun, that's all. No big deal. All right. My daughter went and saw the new Jurassic Park film. And she said, you know, it's crazy. it was actually good, you know, because well, the reviews haven't been, you know, they haven't been great, right? At least as far as the ones that I've been seeing out there. Ooh, a rifle. We like rifles. Oh no, that's not great. That's really not great for the health. All right, we're gonna stay on this weapon. Let's let that shield recharge. Let's recharge ourselves with a sip. Mm-hmm. All right, do a little dance. Make sure we don't get hit by that. So she said it was actually good, but what she also said that was exciting to hear about was that they popped a trailer for the new Alien series that's going to be coming. You know, I think it's called Alien Earth. She said it looks outstanding. I can't wait. You know, I love the Alien universe. I even really enjoy the Prometheus films. And I know, you know, I know not everybody loves the Prometheus films. I really enjoy them. The character David, played by Fassbender. Man. I think he does it justice. I think the writing is phenomenal. You know, just the sinister, that underlying sinisterness. Really enjoyable. So that said, I'm excited for Alien Earth. We're actually getting a lot of shows that I'm excited about. We got that one coming, and I think further out, but still on the horizon, is Return to Derry. You know, for all my Pennywise fans out there, Return to Derry's coming. All right. Oh boy. They kind of just spawn right... Oh, wow. They kind of just spawn right around you sometimes. All right. Perfect. Boy, that particular turret is, well, a little bit of a nuisance, you know. All right. Wonderful. Yeah, but I mean, you know, you take a look at this game, and I think us being out here talking about Alien Earth is quite appropriate, isn't it? All right, wonderful. Got our shield back. And next time there's a huge, big assault, we will fire off our ult. Speaking of ults, get that for sure. That could be something interesting. Nice. Okay. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Quick sip in. All right. 0.6% dash cooldown reduction. 0.8%. Sorry, plus 8% physical damage versus machines. Yes. Yep, those dastardly machines. We will damage them more. I guess we're just going to have a bunch of show talk today because they're on my mind. My wife and I started watching White Lotus last night, the HBO show about the hotel, and we're only one episode in, but I gotta tell you, I like it so far. It's interesting. I think we're gonna stick with it. You know, sometimes I'll look at a show and I'll say, well, you know what? I'm not sure if I'm gonna be into this or not. And so I'm gonna give them, you know, I'm gonna give them an episode. We'll see. We'll see if they pull me in based on that. Plus 9% physical damage. Yeah, let's do that. I know. I saw the magnesis. I know. I'm out in rare form today. Didn't go magnesis. You probably thought to yourself, wait, who's at the keys right now? We recognize the voice, but the play style, something's just not adding up here. I get it. I know what you're saying. All right, plus 5% crit hit chance. Yep. So White Lotus, yeah, what a time. A lot of different types of characters in this series, you know? And I think that all these different archetypes are written very well and acted very well so far. So I appreciate that about it. And at some point, one of my favorite actors, Walton Goggins, he's going to be involved. I try to watch most things that Walton is in. I really think he's a gift. Okay, folks, we did another one. We got some uncommons. Let's take a look at how we did here and what we did. So this will be helpful here. New ultimate. Stone Skin. Stuns all enemies within 8 meters and pushes them away. Grants 70% incoming damage reduction. Grants plus 20% movement speed. Duration 10 seconds. Cooldown 90 seconds. Okay. It sounds like it's worth trying. Get a little bit more hit points, we get more movement speed if we've got low health. I don't hate that at all. 10.3 hit points. You know, I think we looked at this one last time. I don't think this is new. Yeah. And this is another pusher. I think we'll stick with damage versus shields. Same amount of cooldown and all that stuff. Yeah. Folks, this is a game called Combat Complex, and this has been a lot of fun so far. If you had a good time and you didn't yet have a chance to hit the like button, do that for me. It'll help more people see the video and learn about the game, and let's be honest, they'll learn about our community and how awesome we all are too. And that's a great thing. Like I said, I will include the link to Sen's Specialty Coffee and the particular roast that I'm enjoying now. This is their seasonal blend dark chocolate, molasses, red wine, dried berries, thick and syrupy. It's a win. Comes in a really nice box. It made me feel fancy. You know when you get that mail, you open it up, you go, oh my God, I feel fancy right now. That's a little bit of the feeling that I got, you know, and I appreciate that. So one last cheers to you. And I'll tell you what, let's do this again sometime soon, okay? We'll get together and play a roguelike or a roguelite because, well, that's what we do every time out here because they're the best. And you're also the best. I really appreciate all the support. Have a fantastic rest of your Friday. See, I did it again. You knew I was gonna. I did it. You know, it irks me, so I do it to irk you as well. But maybe some of you out there go, man, I really like that. That does it for me. And that's for you. That's for you. Okay? All right. For the rest of us, enjoy the heck out of your Friday. And we'll see you next time out there. Goodbye.